It's opening day here in the home of professional softball, Rosemont, Illinois, just outside Chicago, where the fans are filling Parkway Bank Sports Complex for the 5th ever Athletes Unlimited Championship season. The stage is set. Team Svekis and Team Denim kicking off the first of our doubleheaders. We'll play Friday, Saturday, Sunday here in week 1, and 5 weeks from now, we will crown our 5th ever champion. If you're new to Athletes Unlimited, here's what we got for you. 60 of the top players in the world, 30 games over the next 5 weeks. We have those teams switching up to that innovative scoring system. We'll tell you all about that and the leaderboard as the season goes on. Alongside the two-time All-American Kenzie Fowler, I'm Chucky Kemp. 4 former champions are here, tons of stars in this field, and it's opening day. Here we go.
It's opening day. Let's do it. I mean, this is the best of the best. Your favorite players are in this league, but what I'm excited about for this season is the rookie class that we're going to see. 15 different faces. A lot of them are fresh off the Women's College World Series. So let's go. Let's do it. Season 5. You're
going to notice a lot of names in this field. Superstars, All-Americans, National Players of the Year. They are all here. Here's how Gwen Svekis lines things up. A lot of veterans to lead off the order for her. Hayward, Flippin, Warren, Ortez. Hannah Flippin fresh off a dominant performance at the WBSC Softball World Cup in Italy for Team USA, where she hit .538. This team is also all about the defense for the first time. Captain Gwen Svekis. They will face off with one of the league's best, Alyssa Denham from Alvin, Texas, in year 4 from Arizona. She is 13-1 with a sub-175 ERA over the last 2 championship seasons. Back-to-back runner-up finishes, the first to ever do that, and you know what she has on her mind. She wants that top spot.
She's been so close. Is this the year that she can break through? Just time and time again, you see Alyssa Denham at the top of the leaderboard for so many reasons. I like the season to see her start right away as a captain, give herself the ball on opening day.
First pitch delivered in there for strike 1 to the veteran Victoria Hayward in her 5th season out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Denham just misses outside with ball 1. Hayward, an assistant coach the last 3 years, 2 of them at San Diego State, this year at her alma mater, Washington, and the new head coach at Nevada. That was announced on May 22nd, so a little bit busier summer for her trying to recruit and put the roster together as she gets set for her first year as a head coach.
It is so impressive to me when you're looking at the resumes of so many of these players, how many coaches that we have in the field and that they're able to have 2 different hats. You have your player hat here with AU, and then you've got to recruit. You've got to make sure your team is doing the things that they need to be doing. If anything, it's a sign of respect, like, hey, if I can do this, all right, players, you can do the exact same thing.
I always thought, like, you can go back to practice now and say, this is how you do it, and watch, I did it all summer long. 2-2 count from Denham. This is outside, and no surprise here. Hayward working the count, as she so often does, has been one of the best hitters in the league since its inception. The first ever player to sign for Athletes Unlimited, the first to reach 100 career hits. And she adds to her total, right up the middle, a leadoff single for Victoria Hayward.
She's just such a veteran, triple threat, has the ability to slap, drag bunt. I love the opening of her swing here, just sits on this off-speed pitch, drives it right up the middle. This is what Vic Hayward has done her entire life, sitting at the top of the leadoff spot, setting the tone for her team.
Sets the table for Hannah Flippin, who I mentioned has been so good this summer at AUX, and now here in Rosemont, fresh off a great performance for Team USA at the WBSC Softball World Cup, where Team USA took silver, falling to Japan in that final game. Runner goes, and do they get her? Yes, they did. What a throw by Sachel Palacios, the veteran catcher behind the plate, showing off the arm.
I love Vic Hayward testing right away early in the game, early in the season, but that's one veteran to another. Hayward going in head first. Sachel Palacios, another veteran. It's a great throw. And then how about the rookie in that action, Skylar Wallace with the tag.
Chopper left side, tough to handle at third, and the throw to Vidalis. Tori kind of just missed that, and Flippin is able to take second base with one out.
Unfortunate for Team Denham here. This ball in the infield. Erin Koffel, usually at shortstop, a deep rookie class, bumping her over, play third base, a position that maybe she doesn't play a ton, doesn't have as many reps as maybe, say, playing at shortstop. That ball just gets away, and Flippin has good speed. She can move, now in scoring position.
For Jessie Warren, a veteran out of Florida State, returned last year after missing 2022. Tampa, Florida, one of the all-time great Seminoles, and 3 straight defensive MVPs for Jessie Warren between AUX and the last couple championship seasons. One from Denham, off speed, good pitch right there, up and into Warren.
I feel like Jessie Warren has always been kind of an outlier to me because she is always consistently racking up defensive MVP points, and she's not a pitcher. It's always been waiting for her offense to come through because she gets points, one of the few players defensively to get a lot of defensive points.
Denham takes care of Warren on the slow roller back to her. 2 outs. What's going through Alyssa Denham's mind? Like, what's opening day like, that first game of the season, college, pro, whatever it might be? What's that day like for you?
She's probably so eager. This is someone that has been on this stage a couple of seasons here in a row for AU, and just waiting around. Of course, you do play that shortened season with AUX. I think that helps so much for the players that do participate in that AUX season. You can practice all you want, but there's nothing like getting those live game reps, getting that energy going, and then of course you're looking at your calendar. Champ season is around the corner, and this is a player, again, last 2 seasons has finished second.
She's elevated her game so much as a pro as she faces off with Anissa Urtez. This would have once upon a time been a Pac-12 matchup here between Arizona and Utah. Those days are now long gone. It's a Big 12 matchup now.
You're so right, it is.
Ground ball, Wallace. First chance as a rookie, and that'll do for Skylar Wallace, the star from Florida. We'll see her bat coming to the plate in the bottom half. Nothing doing for Team Speckis in the top of the first, so Team Denham coming to the plate. A chance for the first inning win points of the season if they can put a run on the board, and this is a dangerous lineup right here. Amanda Lorenz and Skylar Wallace at the top. Back-to-back Gators, 2 of the best to ever play for Tim Walton in Gainesville. And then it's a couple veterans behind them. Harshman, Vidalis, Bianca Stelli. Tori Vidalis swinging one of the best bats in this field after what she did during AUX in Wichita. Well, they face off with Megan Faremo, which is a name that gets tossed around a lot when you start asking people, hey, who do you think might be able to do this? Megan Faremo in her second year from Oceanside, California, out of UCLA, is a name that certainly comes up. Had a 2.87 ERA with 46 strikeouts in her rookie year last summer. What do you like about Megan Faremo?
I think the way that she's transitioned from a rookie a season ago, obviously graduating from UCLA, she looks like a professional right now. And watching her with Team USA as well, getting that international experience, one of the best pitchers on that roster. And then just think about what she was able to do in her first season at AU last year. Rookie of the year, came out, had an electric performance, threw a no-hitter. It was just all the things that you don't really always expect out of the rookies because it's such a huge jump. It's like going from, of course, college, the elite talent, but this is the best of the best. This is the all-stars in the professional leagues. And she was right there with them. So year 2, I expect big things from her.
The second ever no-hitter last year. Kat Osterman had the only other one in the league back in 2021. She's got Amanda Lorenz down 1-2. Lorenz's 4th season from Moore Park, California. Faremo fielding her position, and there's 1 out. It's got to feel good to get the soft grounder from Amanda Lorenz. Now it's Skylar Wallace. This is interesting. This is someone who played in the semifinals of the Women's College World Series with Florida. They were so close to knocking off Oklahoma and going to the final series. But now Wallace, who's had more of a break, didn't play AUX, so what's her prep been like? And it'll be exciting to see what she can do this season.
And how cool for Gator fans. What kind of matchup? This is what you dream. Amanda Lorenz, and then batting right behind her, Skylar Wallace, two of the best to ever do it for Tim Walton and Florida. They didn't play together, different generations, but that's the ability that AU provides for these athletes. Come together and, you know, bring that culture, team pride, and say, okay, we're gonna bat 1-2 at the top.
Kelsey Stewart-Hunter, another Gator in this field as well. Alicia Ocasio. Wallace down 1-2 to Faremo after she chased that last pitch. Upstairs ball 2. Faremo, a 3-time All-American. Wallace, a 3-time All-American, National Player of the Year, SEC Player of the Year, that crazy 2023 season she put together in Gainesville. Hit .447, 19 home runs, 55 RBIs, and 30 stolen bases. Power speed combo, that would be, I think that qualifies just a little bit.
Good.
Faremo just misses, and Wallace is on the board with a walk. That's good for 10 points on the leaderboard for the rookie.
First inning, testing the zone. Megan Faremo, pitch prior to that one was going in tight to Wallace. Doesn't get the call. Tries to get the backdoor curve on the outside part of the plate. I don't know where that missed. Not much. I don't know. My strike zone, that's strike all day.
I appreciate your honesty.
I have a big zone.
Ground ball right side. Nice play by Klingler to go to second to get Wallace, the lead runner. That's a lot of speed that they just retired on that force out at second base.
Bailey Klingler was known for her defense when she played at Washington. She's a player that is comfortable anywhere you put her on the field. First base, third base, short, second, you name it. Looks comfortable at first base. That was a tough play. Made it look easy.
Klingler getting her second taste of Athletes Unlimited. She did play in Wichita at AUX. Vidalis off the handle to Warren. Nice clean inning there for Megan Faremo. The walk does no damage, and we have rollover inning, win points to the second. Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball is sponsored by Mizuno. Welcome back to Rosemont, Illinois, just outside Chicago, across the street from O'Hare International. 0-0, Team Svekis and Team Denham on opening day of the Athletes Unlimited Championship season. 20 inning win points on the line here between Alyssa Denham and Gwen Svekis. Denham gave up a leadoff single and then retired 3 straight to get out of it. The leadoff hitter's the designated player, Charlize Palacios, as she swings through the off speed. Her sister is behind the plate, Sachelle Palacios. So interesting to see the changeup first pitch. Maybe Big Sister has a little advantage here.
That's so true. She's calling pitches, Big Sis is. Such a cool dynamic. These two have never played before together. They're 5 years apart, so you miss that senior freshman type of combo by 1 year. And if anyone knows these two sisters, you know how close they are, and this is something that I'm sure they've been dreaming about since they were itty-bitty.
Advantage to Sachelle and Alyssa Denham. There's one away. Let's go down to Savannah with more.
Of all the times Gwen Svekis has been the #1 pick and saw a whole team unfold, this is her first time as a captain, and talking to her about it, she said, you know, I was a little nervous. It's all up to my opinion and what I want for a team this time. She said it was a little much going in there, but she said she had a North Star in this process, and it was defense. You can see it in this lineup. All the athletes who have won Defensive Player Awards are on the blue squad this week. Jessie Warren, Hannah Flippen, who have both been Defensive Players of the Year, Sis Bates, who was the Defensive MVP at AUX. She loves this squad. Pick after pick, she said, my jaw was on the floor seeing who I was able to get. And she asked her group, on the teams you have been on throughout these 5 seasons of AU Pro Softball, what always made your team your favorite? And they said, trusting in my abilities. She says this team has a cool confidence that she really likes heading into the first week of play of the 2024 season.
Sis Bates trusts her abilities because she is playing in right field to start the season. That's right, Sis Bates, one of the best shortstops you have ever seen, is playing in right field to open the 2024 season. Just how we thought, I think.
I think it's just a problem that Team Speckes has with having that many Defensive Players of the Year on one roster. You can only put them in so many positions, and Sis Bates, why not? Maybe she wants to play outfield. Who knows?
I'm excited.
I don't know if I've ever seen her anywhere except for shortstop.
I think I've seen her at second.
Okay.
But briefly, slow roller. It's going to be a tough play. That's a base hit for Sis Bates on basically a swinging bunt right there. 10 points for her on the leaderboard. How would you draft as a pitcher?
As a pitcher, I would get the first biggest arm on the board, who I thought, and then I would strictly just go by who I didn't want to face. All of the hitters that I hate pitching to, you are on my team right now.
Good chance that's going to be, I mean, most likely you're going to be still picking toward the top of the hitter pool. Bailey Klingler fouls that back. Might have got Palacios a little bit. Back-to-back Huskies in the order here, too, with Bates and Klingler.
But back to Savannah's point about Gwen being a captain, I couldn't believe it when I read that. This was her first time being a captain. This is a player that's been with AU since it started, and you just feel like she's been, I don't know, at the top every season, and I love that for her.
Yeah, top 14 in all 4 championship seasons she's played in, and she's finished 5th twice. Last year and in the inaugural season in 2020. 1-1 count to Klingler, misses outside, 2-1.
That tells me she's just peaking at the end. Just kind of a strong finisher instead of maybe an early starter.
A good point, yeah. Because I was thinking, yeah, to your point though about like, it's surprising. You would think maybe, oh, she fell out if she was the 3rd or 4th captain, but no. Strong finish. Again, off speed from Denham. We've seen that pitch a lot early in this game.
It's her off-speed curve. She throws a regular curve as well, throws in the mid-60s. Her bread and butter pitch, of course, is that drop ball, but her off-speed, she spins it off of her curve.
It's fouled down the left field line. You've seen a lot of Alyssa Denham, obviously a Wildcat as well. What has changed about her from the college days to now when she really does look like one of the elite pitchers in the world?
She's so good with her command, and she's opened up her rise ball a little bit at the professional level. And going back when she actually started at Arizona, she came in as a rise ball pitcher, had to learn a drop, and then all of a sudden was like, hey, this is actually my favorite pitch. And you kind of mix the way that you're attacking hitters, and was kind of figuring that out during her time at Arizona. And, you know, AU and the professional level gives these athletes so much more time to figure out who you are as a player and add pitches to your arsenal, talk to different people, talk to even your peers here at AU, try and pick up a couple of different pitches. But to me, her location, the way she's able to pinpoint and keep the ball down in the zone.
Trying to get Klingler here, 2-2. That's off the end of the bat, long run and right, too far for Erica Piancastelli.
So right there, perfect examples. You see Bailey Klingler pull the ball down the line left field, and then of course try and go with something on the right side, but both of them are foul balls. That tells me the location is key. She's missing tight end, goes away, misses on the end of the bat.
Chance here to roll the points to the bottom half and give her team an opportunity to collect those first win points of the season as Klingler fouls another one off.
Man, it's quite the at-bat.
Where are you going here?
I'm gonna go bread and butter, drop ball. Trust the defense. Just saw the off-speed curve. Klingler was just in front of it. I'm just gonna go hard drop.
Last 4 have been fouled off. The off speed, that's fouled off 5 straight now. The 10th pitch of the at-bat for Melissa Denham on the way. Giving up a single in each of the first 2 innings. That's too far outside, full count.
Just such a good at-bat here from Klingler, letting that ball go. We've seen her swing, what, 5 times in a row? And so you know she's in swing mode, but that's a veteran take right there, knowing the zone.
3-2. Off the handle, another foul ball. Who wins the foul ball wars? Like, who's more frustrated right now?
I think the pitcher. I mean, I obviously was the pitcher, so I would say the pitcher, but it's always going to favor the hitter the more pitches that they're seeing each at bat.
Another full count. Inside, what an at bat by Klingler to draw the walk. That is a well-earned 10 points right there on the walk. This is how you can earn points here at Athletes Unlimited. Move up and down the scoreboard. Pretty simple, really. Single, double, triple, home run, all makes sense. The only way to lose points as an offensive player is to be caught stealing. As a pitcher, it's earned runs, and both of those are -10.
For Denham, frustrating to lose that at bat. And so I like the timeout here from Palacios. Just give her a little bit of a breather, kind of reset, because it's frustrating. You don't want to let that linger into the next hitter. Of course, it's easier said than done. You're a competitor out there. You're bummed you weren't able to be on the other side of that battle. Just kind of reset really quickly. We have a completely different hitter up at the plate now. How are we going to attack her, and what's the strategy?
It's Aaliyah Andrews' first at bat of the season off of Denham. Could be some extra insight from Team Savekis as well to these hitters. Alyssa Denham played in Japan last year. Her catcher there was Gwen Savekis, so maybe nobody knows her better than Gwen does in this field of players, and so the captain certainly relaying that information this week.
It's a great point, and it's another just added detail about this league is how many of these women have played together for so many years, and it's so impressive the way they are able to continue to stay dominant, even with so much information and having those reps against each other, whether it's here in AU or in other leagues, like playing professionally in Japan.
Denham, I don't know if she meant to use the turf that time. Sometimes they do. I don't know about that one, but hey, it works all the same. All zeros as we go to the bottom of the second. 20-inning win points on the line. Team Denham can capture those with a run here in the bottom of the second on opening day of this championship season in Rosemont, Illinois. Jessie Warren in her 4th season out of Florida State from Tampa, Florida. 3 straight defensive MVPs, whether it's the championship season or AUX, and we've got her mic'd up over at third base on an absolutely stacked defensive team. What was your thought when you saw this team come together on draft day?
And literally no words. Gwen did such a great job with the draft, and she got everybody she wanted, and our defense is amazing. I don't think anything's gonna get past us out here in the infield.
Were you curious at all where you were going to be played? Because you could argue between you, Sis, Anissa, and Hannah. You guys could play really any position on the left side, maybe even at second base. Were you kind of curious there?
Yeah, I'm a true third.
Right.
I don't want to be that short.
I'll see you at short. You can do it.
I could, but leave it to them three over there. They're great shortstops, and it's just hard to make a lineup when you have such great defenders and such great women in this league. But Gwen did a great job doing what she does as a captain, and this is what we came up with.
Well, it's opening day, and there's hardly any stats right now, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Taking yourself out of it, who do you have, maybe let's go top 3, your choices to win AU this season?
Meg Faremo,
Okay.
for sure, number 1. I'm going to put a hitter in there. Let's go, I don't know, a hitter and then maybe a pitcher. Yeah, Meg, you go get right here. Hey, right here with you, Rado. Right here, here we go.
Yeah, you got to get a hitter in there.
Yeah,
Who
I
you
put
got?
myself up there.
Okay, fine, that's fine.
Jesse, take us through. Okay, so you play AUX in Wichita, which a little over a month ago.
Ooh. Yep.
Then you go to Italy with Team USA. I'm sure there was a stop before then. Now back to Rosemont. Give us just the travel itinerary over the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, so in Wichita for 3 weeks, then to OKC for Team USA camp. From Team USA camp, I went home for a few days, and then took a flight to Italy. I was in Italy for about 2 weeks. Oh, go get Lee! Atta baby! Was in Italy for 2 weeks, and then came straight from Italy to here on Monday. Atta baby. Hey, we got 1. So straight to Italy, or straight from Italy to here on Monday, and then practice on Tuesday. The jet lag was really bad for me. I was up night 1 at 3 a.m. doing laundry because I could not sleep.
So have you recovered yet?
I have.
Okay.
I mean, I'm typically like an 11 p.m. sleeper, go to sleep at 11 p.m., but I've been going to sleep around 8:39, which is great, getting good sleep. But I've been up at 4 or 5 a.m. now, so hopefully start getting back in the groove of U.S. time stuff.
That's so impressive. This is it. Opening day, that we were talking about this in our open, how many rookies and just stacked rookies are in, the league this year. Is there anyone that maybe you've been watching in the college game that you were most excited to be able to have the opportunity to play with?
Yeah, I mean, this rookie class is just amazing. The talent level that came out of college into this league is phenomenal. I watch Skylar Wallace a lot, so being able, hopefully, within the next couple weeks, I'll be able to play left side with her. She's great energy, great shortstop. And then watching Sarah Willis, dominate at UCF and then be able to come in AUX and do so good that she got invited to play in AU is awesome too. And she's a great person and great to be around. Ooh. Hopefully no one got hit in there.
That was a hot shot.
But yeah, those two were definitely ones I was excited to play with.
Jesse, when we talked to you at AUX, the glove was retiring. Is this the new glove right there?
This is. I have the other one in my locker. I'm trying to get her broken in to bring her out. This was my Italy glove. Atta baby Meg! This was my Italy glove that I used with Team USA, but the other one's not broken in yet, so atta baby. One more, here we go. Other one's not broken in yet, but probably by next weekend, hopefully, she'll be ready to come out here. She's very bright. Her name's Sunshine, so I'm excited for you guys to see her when I bring her out.
How do you get them broken in?
So they're already broken in 60%, but I like my gloves stiff. I don't like them super flimsy. So typically once they're shipped, a few days of just catch and throw, and they're ready to go. Like this one is pretty stiff too right now, but yeah, just.
What size glove do you use for the youngsters out there as a third baseman?
I use it 11 and a half.
Yep.
I was at 11.25 in my first year in college, but then I went up to 11 and a half and been there since.
Well, Jesse, it's worked out pretty good for you so far. We appreciate the time as always. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Jesse
Yeah,
Warren,
Meg.
absolute superstar, true pro, and one of the greatest to ever put the glove on at third base. She is as smooth as they come over there.
I was thinking she was going to get a ball because Megan Framo was facing Bianca Stelli, all the right-handed hitters. Aaron Koffel, she's getting so many foul balls, so I was hoping that it was going to work out. We were going to get a play during the microphone action, but yeah, she's a stud.
This is where the lefty Palacios goes the other way right at her.
Yep, exactly.
After we let her go.
Tee it up.
It's fouled straight back. Strike 2 to Sachel Palacios. Jordan Roberts at first base with 2 outs here, but an 0-2 count for Faremo. Just misses outside ball 1. Could really start to build the drama here on night number 1 as Faremo can get out of this with another 0. We'd have more rollover inning win points onto the 3rd. I thought maybe for a second.
Well, how about the respect right away, Jessie Warren? Who do you have to win it? She said Meg Faremo right off the bat.
Got her on the inside corner. Great location from Faremo. 2 backwards Ks this inning.
She's looking in mid-season form here. 2 Ks, 2 strikeouts looking. Curveball. Megan Faremo, ace.
Inning win points on the line after 0s in the 1st and 2nd. Top of the 3rd, Team Svekis coming to the plate. Our Sunday night baseball matchup, the series finale at Fenway Park between Aaron Judge and the Yankees. All-Star Game MVP Jaron Duran and the Red Sox. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific with baseball tonight's Sunday night countdown and ESPN2 right here. We'll have a special StatCast edition presented by Google Cloud. Who's your MLB team?
The Giants.
Okay. You have a player from that? Like, where's that come from?
I mean, back in the day when they were winning in the mid-2000s, or like the early 10s, the 10, 12, 14, it was Buster Posey and Madison Bumgarner, a hitting pitcher at the time. I know pitchers don't hit anymore in the MLB, but yeah, they were fun to watch. Yeah.
Just gonna drop Madison Bumgarner on a Kansas City guy right here?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Come on now.
I'll never forget the short rest coming out of the bullpen.
Unreal.
It was so good.
One of the all-time great World Series performances. Hannah flipping in the 2-hole after Hayward lined out quickly off Alyssa Denham, who's off to a really nice start, has given up a single in each of the first 2 innings. A walk to Klingler in the 2nd. Jumps ahead of Flippin now, 0-2. Hannah Flippin coming off her best ever finish last year, finishing 10th in the championship season. Denham in 2nd last year, back-to-back seasons. One, 2.
It was a good shot of the face of Hannah Flippin, and I would say fun fact, but this fact is not so fun. Actually broke her face this summer playing with Team USA. Had to get stitches and is coming back. Everything is healing, but a little bit of a rough summer to start. Was going for a ball, fell into the dugout, was playing at Oklahoma City at the Hall of Fame Stadium, and took a tumble. Of course, I think she did get the out. That's an important part to this story, but literally broke her face and had to recover, continued to play with Team USA, went to the World Championships in Italy, and here she is at AU. Just so tough.
That was excellent. In Italy, hit .538 with 7 hits.
And you would just never know that she went through that going into the Worlds.
5th year of Athletes Unlimited. She's from Bonita, California. Played her college ball at Utah. Led Utah to the Supers with Anissa Urtez, who's on her team. So you have the Utah middle infield for Team Svekis between Urtez and Flippin. Koffel takes care of that over at 3rd base.
I am loving right now the off-speed pitches from Alyssa Denham. Alyssa Denham is a great example for young pitchers that maybe don't pump 70 miles an hour. She throws hard, low to mid 60s, but in this league, really speed is really not going to affect these type of hitters. It's the location plus the speed, and it's the speed plus the off speed, but she's doing a really nice job of slowing things down. You can speed it up like that drop ball, let it run a little bit, and then go off speed with the curve.
50th pitch for Denham coming up here with 2 away in the top of the 3rd. Warren underneath it to right center, gets hung up in the wind there and caught by Piancastelli. So Denham goes 1-2-3 in the top half. 30-inning win points on the line for her squad coming to the plate. Zero-zero through 2.5 here in Rosemont. Just 3 total hits between these two teams, but 30-inning win points on the line. Team Denham can collect them with a run here in the bottom of the 3rd. Get closer to the action with your free Unlimited Club membership. Vote on game MVPs, compete in the AU Fantasy League for exclusive prizes and more. Sign up now at auprosoftball.com. Great crowd here on opening night as well. It's a beautiful night in Rosemont. The breeze kind of coming towards third base, I would say.
A little bit.
Definitely pitcher friendly at the moment. Bottom of the order leading things off here for Team Denham, and what an embarrassment of riches it is for Alyssa Denham to have Morgan Zirkle in the 9-hole in her 5th season out of Marshall, where she is now the head coach, just finished up year 1. Surpassed 100 career hits at AUX in Wichita. Hit 366 in the championship season last year. I mean, the list goes on. She's been tremendous as a pro.
She's just a quiet goat. She's been so good for so long and continues to play, like we talked about Vic Hayward, a head coach, the D1 program. Playing as long as she can, getting every ounce out of herself, just taking their careers day by day.
Zirkle swings through that one for strike 3. Let's go down to Savannah with more on Megan Faremo.
Coming into this season, talking to Megan Faremo, she feels like she's taken a next step, entered a new level in her pro career. She even said, you know, last year it felt at times that she was just starstruck by the players that she was around. But right now she's stepping into the season and feels like a pro amongst pros. And watching her in the dugout, you know that about her in the way that she carries herself. She comes out of these innings, sits down at the end of the dugout, pulls out a notebook, and takes notes on the batters that she's faced, what's working, what's not. And she does that to continuously be sharp. And we know how tough it is for pitchers to be dynamic from week 1 to week 5. And we've seen Megan Faremo do it last year as the Rookie of the Year. And now to know that she feels like a pro in this season, I can't wait to see what's in store from her this year in 2024.
It's a line out from Amanda Lorenz right there.
We've already seen it a couple of times in this game, but her changeup has leveled up as well. And she might be the hardest thrower in this league. There's a couple of names that I think of when I think of just straight up velo: Rachel Garcia, Odyssey Alexander, and Megan Faremo. But right now she looks rested. She shouldn't be this rested. She was pitching all last week in Italy with Team USA. She's pumping good velocity, and then the changeup. She's throwing a couple of changeups per batter.
She's so strong, too. I watched her throw a bullpen last year in her rookie season. I'm just thinking, she's so strong. She's athletic.
Yeah.
Looks like you could put her on a basketball court. You could put her at outside hitter on a volleyball court.
Look at that pitch. You can't sit changeup when she's throwing 70 plus. It's just not feasible. So you have to go in there and just try to react, try and keep your hands back, do the best you can. Back to back right there off speed.
That's Wallace to ground out. That was a rapid fire 1-2-3 from Faremo. Her and Denham trading blows right now, but it's still 0-0 on opening day. 0-0, big points on the line, 40 inning win points after all these rollover zeros in the first three between Team Svekis and Team Denham. Week 6 of the PLL schedule begins tomorrow at Tolero Stadium in San Diego. Our featured matchup on ESPN is Outlaws Cannons at 3 Eastern, followed by the Chaos and Redwood Woods on ESPN+. Sunday, the Water Dogs Atlas is on ABC at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific. And the Whip Snakes take on the Redwoods on ESPN+. In fact, every game can be found on ESPN+. For the full schedule, go to espnplus.com/PLL. Those are some team names right there. Woo.
We've got it pretty simple here. It's like Team Blue, Team Orange, Team Denham.
Alyssa Denham trying to put up another 0 here in the top of the 4th. A pitcher's duel to start things off, just for you, Kenzie Fowler.
Well, when we got the lineups about 2 hours before game time, you see Alyssa Denham and Megan Framo. I'm like, yes, this is the exact matchup that I want. Game 1. Ooh, a little bit of a windy adventure out there for Amanda Lorenz. Hunts it down, but yeah, Megan Framo, Alyssa Denham, a couple of All-Americans who have not only thrived in the professional scene, but to me they've gotten better and they've elevated their games in college. They do it in 2 different ways. We've been talking about Alyssa Denham going downstairs with the draw, Megan Framo with the backdoor curve and the rise. One thing that's consistent, though, they both have an off-speed pitch that they continue to use and they have established early in the game, and we haven't seen anybody make an adjustment on either side.
Here is the second battle of the Palacios sisters. Charlize at the plate, Sachelle behind the plate. And this time, Charlize with her first career hit here in Rosemont. Nice little adjustment from the rookie out of UCLA.
Do you think Sachelle is asking, hey, can I get that ball from my sister? First true hit for the rookie. Goes off speed, and this is a great job. Charlize Palacios has so much power, but she keeps her hands back, stays in her legs, and just gets enough of it to lead something out there on the right side.
Now Svekis versus Denham. A lot of connections here. Mentioned earlier, these two played pro ball in Japan together last year. Denham threw a ton in that league as well. All of those innings to Gwen Svekis. 1-1 count.
I almost thought that Sachelle behind the plate was going to try and pick off little sis Charlize at first base. There was a little bit of a interaction after kind of the pump fake.
Ground ball that bounces up on Koffel, can't go to second, but does retire Svekis for out number 2.
Erin Koffel, we saw her bobble a ball in the first inning. Didn't come around to score, so no harm, no foul there. That one was a little bit more of a hot shot, does a nice job knowing the speed of the right-handed hitter in Svekis, not panicking, getting her feet set, firing it over first.
Koffel played AUX in Wichita. That was a dirt field, so a little bit different here in Rosemont. Handles that well. The spinner off Sis Bates' bat. A 1-out single comes to nothing. Another 0 for Alyssa Denham. She's rolling. Day of Athletes Unlimited's championship season here in Rosemont, Illinois, and it's a pitcher's duel in Game 1. 0 between Team Svekis and Team Denham. Season 5 is here, and the AU Pro Shop has you covered with the latest softball gear. Check out our online store at shop.auprosports.com. It's the destination for player merchandise and exclusive styles you won't find anywhere else. I saw you eyeing some stuff down before the game.
I might have bought something.
Okay.
Every time I'm here, I do. They have the cutest gear.
Harshman swinging first pitch. Andrews, too much range in center field to let that drop, and there's 1 out.
Look at the pitch count for Megan Framo. Going into this inning, 45 pitches, 1 pitch, 1 out right there. She has been attacking the zone. to me, that tells me that she is fearless, confident, not fazed about the elite hitters that she continues to face through this lineup. Trusts her stuff, pounds the zone.
Strikeout or one pitch out for you? Which one is it?
I mean, strikeout's the easy answer, but the realistic answer is one pitch, one out. If I can cruise and throw a couple of pitches an inning, I'll take it.
Feels like a rare moment in this game for one of these two pitchers to fall behind. Faremo down 2-0 to Tori Vidalis. This is a dangerous one to get behind as well. Hit .378 in Wichita with 16 RBIs. Watches strike one. Tori's got 6 top 20 finishes in her Athletes Unlimited career between the championship season and AUX. Texas A&M, and watches that off speed on the outside corner. 2-2. Big cut there from Tori.
I would go change up again right here. That was a good hack on a backdoor curve, quick hands.
Back in there, and Piancastelli, running cover from that.
I don't know how it's possible to hit the ball at that angle. I really don't. Like, Vidalis has got to clear her hand so quickly to get her barrel to be able to pull the ball almost right behind her. And granted, let's remember, Faremo's throwing 70 miles an hour. Like, that situation really shouldn't be possible.
You said it, though. It's not the velocity that really gets these hitters.
It's what do you do after these two foul balls? You're setting her up perfectly with two back-to-back backdoor curves, right-handed pitcher, right-handed hitter. To me, the outside part of the plate is open, the off-speed is open.
There is that off-speed fouled straight back. Tori mic'd up today as well. One of our colleagues, analyst for SEC Network. Got her on the outside corner. Faremo's 4th strikeout of the night.
And she's fired up, and she deserves to be. That was a heck of an at-bat from Vidalis. And then you just get the victory. The outside curveball, it's how she was setting up. She threw the backdoor curves on the inside part of the plate. We saw the foul balls down the line. You go to the off speed, so you have a hitter leaning left. You pound her on the outside part of the plate to get the strikeout.
Piancastelli facing Faremo. She flew out her first trip to the plate in the second. 6 straight retired for the second-year player out of UCLA. There's a good spot on the outside corner. UCLA very well represented here in Rosemont. 6 Bruins out of the 60 players here. That's the most represented school of anyone.
Yeah, with the additions of Jadelyn Alchin, rookie, and Charlize Palacios, another rookie.
Off speed, Piancastelli left side. Warren's first action makes the play. 1, 2, 3 for Faremo. 7 straight retired.
What I've learned as a captain that's going to help me is that when you can create relationships with my teammates and with my peers around me, that it doesn't matter if they're 0 for 40 in the season. Just trying to make everybody feel confident in themselves, and it's not like fake, it's like genuine. you know, pure intentions to try to instill that confidence in them.
Well, that is right on cue because Alyssa Denham has pulled herself out. So you want to talk about giving your team confidence, making a move like this as a captain when she's pitched so well. These last 28 championship innings right here, just 2 earned runs in the last 28 innings.
A little surprised just because of how many points that you can rack up when you are pitching as well as she's pitching.
MVP points such a factor too, and she could still get some of those if her team comes out on top here, but definitely another inning or two and you would think she's a lock for it. On the flip side of that, she has finished second back-to-back years, so
for a reason, she knows what she's doing.
Hit high into center field, Zirkle underneath it, and they retire Bailey Klingler much quicker than her first at bat, which went 12 pitches, but that was her first look at Taylor McQuillan here in Rosemont. McQuillan was massive in the final series of AUX, helping Bubba Nichols and her team sweep their doubleheader day. McQuillan threw 37 1/3 in Wichita, went 7-1 with a 3.00 ERA.
And Taylor McQuillan was the first pick off the board for captain Alyssa Denham. And Taylor McQuillan, she's the only left-handed pitcher in the league. So to me, I think she's probably going to be at least one of the top 4 picks if she's not a captain every single week, because you just want to have a completely different look on your staff, especially if you're a right-handed pitcher yourself and a captain. Like, I'm going to go get this arm. And then just to add all of it, they're besties. These are 2 pitchers that played together in college, and they don't get to play together in AU because they are so, you know, sought after. Everybody wants Denham and McQuillan on your team. It's 2 aces. So I love the fact that these 2 get to play together, especially opening weekend.
McQuillan was the ace at Arizona. Denham transferred from Louisiana, where she spent 1 year. She became the ace for the Wildcats.
And took Arizona the Women's College World Series a couple of years in a row.
Ball McQuillan on the move, lets it go to Vidalis. That's a really tough play either way to get Aaliyah Andrews. It'll be ruled as an infield single.
The only way that Team Orange is able to get Andrews out is if McQuillan fields it and just tosses it over with her gloves. Right here, glove it and then toss it over with your glove. There's just too much speed down the line with Andrews. One little hesitation and it's a single.
Runner on with 1 out, and now to the top of the order. Lefty-lefty matchup, McQuillan against Hayward here. Hayward caught stealing earlier in this game for just the 2nd time in her career. She was 28 of 29 coming into the season, stealing bases. Lays down the bunt, another, it's an awkward place there, and Vidalis off her back foot. Into no man's land over there.
Speed rules. This is almost exact same position, right? But it's on purpose. It's a little bit of a push, drag bunt combo from Vic Hayward. She knows the kind of speed her teammate, Aaliyah Andrews, has in front of her. All she has to do is put the ball down, hustle, and I mean, these might be 2 of the fastest players in the league right now at first and second base.
Andrews at second, Hayward at first, and now flipping at the plate. This team 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position tonight. They've had base runners in 4 of the 5 innings, but haven't been able to push one across. 5 hits so far in the game. 1-0 to Flippin.
If you're Hannah Flippin right now, 1-1 count, I'm looking something outside. I want to put the ball on the right side of the field. If I can get to the outfield, great. If it's a ground ball, that's fine. You know the speed that's in front of you. You want to be able to get Aaliyah Andrews over to third base in a pitcher's duel like this. That's a good take. She doesn't like it. Now you're at 1-2, so all that strategy is out the window. Got to put bat on ball.
Big pitch coming up from McQuillan. Flippin It's a deep to center field. Zirkle on the run toward the track, makes the catch. Andrews able to take third, but Hayward has to stay put. 2 outs and 1 step closer to getting out of the jam.
That one seemed a little bit more hot off the bat. It just kind of died out in center field.
I think that wind is,
yeah.
I mean, it's blowing pretty good, but I think it's even worse than it looks at the moment. It's always windy here in Rosemont. The pitchers are just hoping those flags are coming in and not out.
Wind is a huge factor as a pitcher. It can change how you're throwing, how your ball's moving. If you're pitching with the wind, you know, behind you and it's coming into home plate, your velocity is going to tick up a couple of miles an hour. But on the flip side, you're not going to have the same type of movement. The wind can kind of take it away. If you're pitching into the wind, you're going to add more movement. The ball's going to spin a lot more.
Did it ever bother you? Was it ever so windy that almost off balance a little bit, just get in your head or anything?
Yeah, I didn't like pitching into the wind. I don't know. I thought it messed up my movement a little bit. I'd rather just, if I'm going to deal with wind, I'd rather just pick up some velocity and rely on my location.
Hayward is up to second base now, 2 in scoring position for Warren. Gets underneath this. Zirkle coming in and makes the grab. McQuillan strands a pair. That is big time for Team Denham after Alyssa Denham decides to make the switch in the circle. We've got 50 points on the line.
It is opening day, and Megan Framo is just setting the tone. 4 strikeouts. She's got velocity pumping. The curveball is looking so good. The location. She's got her changeup working as well. I know it's first day of the season, but she is my pick to make a run at this thing and see if she can be another pitcher that takes home the overall championship here at AU. Her second season was the rookie of the year last year. So how would that be to follow up your rookie campaign by just adding to the resume and taking home the championship? She looks dialed in.
Just 1 hit and 1 walk. And has retired 7 straight batters as she faces 6, 7, 8. Here in the bottom of the 5th, Erin Koffel will lead things off. There's 50 inning win points on the line here in the 5th. They've all rolled over from those first 4 innings. This is tough on opening day. I mean, it's exciting for us, but if you're a player on these teams and you do fall behind here and potentially lose this game, you're losing out on a lot of points.
This is a game separator on day 1.
Koffel lifts this into the clouds. Hayward makes the catch, 1 out. Our summer soccer schedule continues tomorrow with 3 more preseason friendlies. Chelsea takes on Celtic at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on ABC from Notre Dame Stadium. Then on ESPN, Man City, AC Milan from Yankee Stadium. And we cap the night with Man United Arsenal from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. All 3 matches are available on ESPN Deportes and ESPN Plus in English and Spanish. You a soccer fan?
I mean, I don't know anything about it, but it's the Olympics, so I will be in the spirit for cheering on Team USA.
Well, that wasn't the Olympics, but yes, that's happening.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I am that part of the fandom where I'm tuning in every 4 years, and that is my extent. And, you know, I'll be locked in. I don't really know the strategy. I will be excited, and, yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like it.
My political answer is saying yes, but no. Softball girl. There you go. See? Opening ceremonies today. I think soccer actually even starts early, too.
That sounds right. Ball left side, Warren on the move to get Roberts 1 out, or excuse me, 2 outs.
What a time for sports right now. Like, the schedule is stacked. You have AU opening, Little League has been going on, and they're in the thick of things, going to the Little League World Series, and of course the Olympics, just to add to all of it.
Have to wait till 2028 to get the softball back in. Good to see it is going to be back in 2028. They will play in Oklahoma City instead of out west. Ortez kind of slipped on the turf there, and it's Sachel Palacios' first hit of the season. She didn't have a hit last championship season. Didn't get a lot of opportunities, was just 0 for 6 at the plate. It gets #1 on night #1 here.
Well, remember, this is a turf field, an all-turf infield, and just a little bit of a slip there. You could see it. Anissa Ortez didn't get a good jump on it. This is a ball that she fields 10 out of 10 times. Still trying to keep it in front of her. Ball was hit well, though, not to take anything away from Sachel Palacios. That is a well-hit ball, seeing it deep up the middle. Yeah, you can read her lips right there. I slipped.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, and it's going to be the first base coach, or who was coaching first base. I think Megan Wiggins is getting geared up to come out. The veteran will replace Palacios at first base. That base hit snapped 9 straight batters retired for Faremo.
Only the second hit of the game. Faremo has given up.
There are 2 outs, but Wiggins gives you a little bit more speed for Zirkle and Lorenz to potentially bring her around. 1 run would mean 50 inning win points for everybody on Team Denham.
Morgan Zirkle, a triple threat. You see her right away, first pitch, trying to swing away. Jessie Warren, she backed up a couple of steps, but you can see where she has to respect the short game of Morgan Zirkle and play. Even though there are 2 outs, she's playing well inside the third base bag.
No one has played more Athletes Unlimited games than Morgan Zirkle, so Jessie Warren knows her well. This is game number 95 for Zirkle. She's played in every championship season and every AUX season, and Faremo gets her completely fooled on the outside corner and into the turf. Big strikeout for Faremo. 60 inning win points on the line, and the game up for grabs. In Rosemont, a lot on the line here. Inning win points and the game, 120 total still to be decided between these 2 teams. Let's go into the game now with the U.S. Air Force and Tori Vidalis.
Yeah, you had plenty of time too. So just if you want to take one more shuffle, you have time. I should have been set up in more middle. Okay. I know you need an inhaler. And out of everyone, you get the short end of the stick. Why? Because you got to keep running back and forth. All she got to do is give me the googly eyes, and you're out.
That was what I was talking about when Charlize Palacios was at first base and Sachel, older sis, was behind the plate, and they were kind of looking at each other, might try and pick you off. And then also add in Tori Vidalis. They all are good friends because Vidalis and Sachel played together in the Olympics for Team Mexico. So there's just such good chemistry there. Kind of, I don't know, like razzing the rookie a little bit. Like, hey, we're gonna pick you off here because we've got a little bit of chemistry. I know you're the sister, but you're new.
Another Team Mexico member at the plate here too with Anissa Ortez. And Taylor McQuillan in the circle. Yeah. We're putting it all together here.
That's right.
Ooh, that got Ortez. Not gonna love her former teammate for that one. And she takes first. It's good for 8 points on the leaderboard and a leadoff runner.
The lefty and McQuillan going curve in tight. Right-handed hitter in Ortez. It gets her back right arm. She's probably thinking, they don't have an Evo shield I could put there? Too late now.
Give it a couple years.
Yeah.
Ortez, 11th place last year, her best ever finish. Excuse me, her best championship finish, 4th at AUX in 2023. hitter, instead of Charlize Palacios, who was 1 for 2, it's going to be Morgan DeBoard, a rookie out of Minnesota. Played most of her college ball at Loyola Marymount, 4 years there before 1 at Minnesota this year. Big chance for DeBoard. Shows bunt and lays it down. Didn't think she did. I think she would have been on base. It works out as a sacrifice bunt, which is good for 10 points, but I think she'd have been safe. I think she thought she fouled that straight back.
That's a little funky. Had a little bit of extra spin on it because of the way that Taylor McQuillan's going upstairs with the rise. But she's put in that position. DeBoard is the lefty, the short gamer for this moment right there, the sacrifice bunt. This is a pitcher's tool. Look at the location of that rise ball. That is well done by the rookie. Hat tip right there. She's like, did I do that? Did I get on top of that? No way.
Now the captain's turn, a runner in scoring position. 0-1 count from McQuillan. Svekis swings through it, 0-2. McQuillan stranded 2 on with just 1 out last inning. Got back-to-back flyouts of Flippin and Warren. Now trying to take care of things after a leadoff base runner. Svekis underneath this to left field. Lorenz takes control. 2 outs and a big one right there. There's 60 inning win points on the line right now. I mean, you basically can say 120 because it feels likely that 1 run or 2 would do this.
Well, look, if you look back to last season with Odyssey Alexander edging out Alyssa Denham, what was it, like 15 points or 14 points something that they were separated by? So this is a long season. This is a longer season than AUX, and you have the ability to move up the leaderboard and kind of take some points here and there. But hey, day 1 with this kind of opportunity, with all of the points that you can just feel are going to swing one way, this is a leaderboard separator.
Could it be Carly Spade, the rookie out of Miami, Ohio, and the 2nd all-time leader in career home runs in NCAA history, fouls the first pitch back. Wind still pitcher friendly right now, almost straight in at times. 0-1 to Spade. Big cut through that one.
If I see that from McQuillan, I'm just going right back up there. Same spot, maybe a little bit higher.
Oh, 2. Tried to do just that.
I think I would have gone inside. McQuillan has such good velo, but you also have to remember that she had a hit by pitch against Anissa Ortez, and it was on that inside corner against a right-handed hitter, so definitely don't want to have another hit by pitch in this inning, especially ahead 0-2.
Off speed, just misses.
Ooh. Just a smidge outside, yep. Such a good take there. She wanted that, but now it's a setup. It's all about the setup. And it makes your next pitch, the velocity, it makes it look that much tougher.
2-2. Spade battling right now. She had some big swings in Wichita. Chicago native. Rally caps are on. Big inning right here. 2-2.
Whatever happens in this at-bat, this is exactly what you want to see out of a pinch hitter and Carly Spade off the bench. She's doing as good a job as you can do, getting the count to full.
Got her on the 3-2. Strands a leadoff base runner in Anissa Ortez.
Back and forth we go between Team Faremo and Team Denham. This is the first strikeout for Team Denham. It comes from Taylor McQuillan, and she is pumped.
Opening day has not disappointed so far. Look at this pitcher's duel we've got going between Team Svekis and Team Denham here in Rosemont, Illinois, just outside Chicago. Parkway Bank Sports Complex, which has become the home of professional softball in the United States. Alongside Kenzie Fowler, the former two-time All-American at Arizona, I'm Chucky Kempf. Top of the order here for Team Denham. Lorenz, Wallace, Harshman. They're 0 for 5 with a walk combined so far. Third time through the order for Faremo as Lorenz falls behind 0-2. Mindset, third time through, anything change?
Yeah, when it aligns like this and you're late in the game, like you're talking about third time through the lineup, but it aligns at the top, you're thinking of the dugout, this is it right here. We're resetting this game with whoever we have. And of course it's Amanda Lorenz, Skylar Wallace, and KJ Harshman. So 3 lefties that are lethal.
Tim Walton thinking, yeah, they've got this one. Faremo goes down low, 2-2. She has been exceptional so far. 5+, 2 hits allowed, no runs, 1 walk, 5 Ks. Mid-season form for Megan Faremo. 2-2 to Lorenz. Crushes it in the right center. Diving play, it's DeBoard, who just went out there defensively. What a catch by the rookie.
SC top 10 right there on opening day. In a pitcher's duel, you're going to see defensive gems like this to keep the pitcher's duel alive. How about the rookie? We saw her with the sac bunt offensively. She stays in the game, and then Amanda Lorenz, the veteran, she can't believe it. Megan Faremo, there's no one that will get more hyped for her teammates behind her than Megan Faremo. That was awesome. That's a good swing there for the rookie. You have the sac bunt, you're the hero, trying to make things happen, doing a little something offensively, and then it's the unwritten rule of our sport. When you enter the game, the ball's going to find you.
Could be the biggest moment in this game, especially if Wallace or Harshman can come through here. You look at this lineup and think Megan Faremo has only allowed 2 hits. It's ridiculous. As Wallace fouls this one off.
If I was Team Orange, I would be talking about strategically, how do we force Megan Faremo to throw more pitches? Her pitch count right now is ridiculous. 78 pitches here in the 6th inning. Has been so efficient. Offensively, hitters, you just have to find a way to see more pitches. And really, there's nobody better to do it. If anybody has been following our sport, than a couple of Florida Gators and Amanda Lorenz and Skylar Wallace. These are the walk queens.
Fouls that off of herself, hopefully able to walk this off quickly. Rookie year out of Woodstock, Georgia. Started her college career at Alabama, spent 2 seasons there before 3 years at Florida. A career .383 hitter. Lost in the Women's College World Series semifinals to Oklahoma, 6-5 in the elimination game in 8 innings. Wallace out in front. What are you telling rookie hitters? I know you're in the circle, but rookie hitters facing this pitching staff that Athletes Unlimited has, what do you tell them?
You know, I wouldn't say don't overthink it, right? These are the best hitters, and you're one of the best hitters for a reason. We drafted you for a reason, but you know, naturally as your career progresses, you're going to elevate with what you're seeing on the field. So don't go into your first at-bat, opening day, all the things, saying, I'm going to do this and try and change this up a little bit. Keep your approach exactly the same that it's been the last couple of seasons where you've been an All-American at your respective program. And, you know, let the competition just fuel you game by game and build. You know, Coach Candrea would always say, as you get older, you're going to add a stack of cards, you know, to your deck. And the veterans have the deepest deck because they've played all the cards. And rookies, they don't have any cards, so you're a fresh deck. So just take it game by game.
3-2 to Wallace. Off the handle on the infield. Flipping calls off Klingler. 2 outs. Are we doing this? Are we going the distance?
We
120 on the line in the 7th?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Harshman's the last chance to change that. 2 at-bats, 2 pitches for her in this game. And she's 0 for 2 so far.
I won't say where I really think this game is going. Be an announcer's jinx, but if you can read between the lines, I really think we're going there with what we're seeing on both sides.
1-0. Harshman showing her patience. Kelsey Harshman with the number change. She used to wear 33, switched it up to number 10 because it was her soccer number growing up. Watches that on the outside corner for strike 1. Harshman just got back from Italy as well. She played for Canada at the WBSC Softball World Cup, hit 300, a double, a triple, and a home run, and hits this one deep to right center field, toward the scoreboard. Gone! Harshman! A 100-point swing for the veteran from Wisconsin.
Look at the reacts from some of her teammates. This is outstanding. This is a hitter's count, 2-1, and Megan Framo just gives her something in her wheelhouse. We've been talking about the wind, if it was going to be a factor, but the way that Kelsey Harshman turns on this thing, I don't care win, no win, this thing was going out. Oh, that hurts for Megan Framo. It hurts. She's been pitching a gem. We've been just talking about maybe this game could even go beyond 7 innings, the way that she's been throwing. And that's the game of softball right there. You miss at this level with 1 pitch, and the 3-hole hitter in KJ Harshman, wow.
If Vidalis falls behind 0-2 for Kelsey Harshman, that could be a 220-point swing. 40 for the home run, 60 if she were to get MVP 1, and 120 win points if they finish off this game. As Vidalis ground ball, she's safe. Infield single for Torrey, showing off the wheels. First time Team Denham has had back-to-back base runners.
We touched on it going into this 6th inning. We're 3rd time through the lineup for Team Denham. It was at the top of the lineup, but I didn't expect a little bit of magic with 2 outs. The way that Megan Framo has been dialed in, her pitch count's been low. She's been unhittable, especially with 2 outs, and then all of a sudden 1 pitch, and here we are.
It looks like we're going to have a change just to try to get this last out, keep it right where it is, and only need 1 run. As Catherine Sandercock in her 2nd season out of McLean, Virginia, Florida State star, replaces Framo, who threw exceptionally well, but it was the 1 swing from Harshman that makes the difference so far. For Megan Framo, who threw so well through 5 2/3, gave up just 4 hits, but it was the big swing from Kelsey Harshman to deliver that one run for Team Denham as they lead in the bottom of the 6th. New pitcher in the circle is the second-year right-hander out of Florida State, Catherine Sandercock, who had a great rookie season. She was 2-4 in the circle, but just a 2.05 ERA, struck out 13 in 30 2/3, and really became the closer last year as a rookie.
Yeah, has a good drop ball that she throws hard in the zone, and that's why she's so good late in the game. You get hitters that are a little bit more comfortable in those 5th, 6th, and 7th innings, and sometimes you want to have a pitcher that can just roll a couple of balls to the defense behind you, and that's Kat Sandercock.
1-0 count to Bianca Stelli, who's 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out so far. This is an awkward spinner for Flippin, but she takes care of it. Team Svekis will need 1 run in the 7th to keep this going.
Pitcher's duel had to be broken up at some point, and it was KJ Harshman, the veteran, left center, 1-0 Team Denham.
Athletes Unlimited Pro Softball is sponsored by Mizuno. Fun opening day here in Rosemont, Illinois for the Athletes Unlimited Championship season. Softball is home right now here in Rosemont at Parkway Bank Sports Complex. How about the 60-inning win points collected by everybody on Team Denham thanks to Kelsey Harshman's solo home run that could be worth double that, basically. 10 more inning win points on the line, 50 for the game if they can hold on, and it'll come down to Taylor McQuillan in the circle facing 8-9-1 against Team Svekis. Wow. That was filthy.
That's so good. Spins it out of the back of her hip, turns it over. It's pretty much a just true off-speed pitch. I love it, back-to-back. A lot of pitchers we'll see, like Alyssa Denham, she doesn't throw a true change, she throws an off-speed curve. Megan Framo kind of throws her changeup off her curve as well, but Taylor McQuillan, that's a true change. It's spinning backwards, pulls the string on it.
It's going to get out of play for strike 2. Klingler trying to give her team something to work with. Walked in the 2nd, lined out to center field. She was the first batter to face McQuillan in the 5th. Another foul ball.
One thing Bailey Klingler was known for during her time at Washington was this batter did not strike out. Just did not do it. And you're seeing why. Her hand-eye coordination, just able to get to balls and frustrate pitchers and keep the at-bat going.
Another 1-2. Into foul territory. Bianca Stelli can't quite get there. Klingler hit for great power at Washington, too. 57 home runs, drove in 204 RBIs. A handful of power hitters like that in this league. One of them over at first base in Tori Vidalis. They just don't strike out.
Yep.
Another 1-2 off speed, left side. Wallace got her at first, 1 out.
It's the first look that we've really seen from Skylar Wallace here today at shortstop. I've been waiting to see this dynamic athlete make her presence known here at the professional level. I love that right away Alyssa Denham writes her in the lineup as the starting shortstop. Like, that's a ton of respect. You think of all of the good shortstops in this league, and you get to write your lineup, and you put a rookie over there at short. Also, Erin Koffel at third base, another rookie on the left side.
So Wallace had 1 hit to her in the 1st, and then nothing for 5 innings, and then here we are in the 7th, and gets another one her way. Koffel's been a little bit more busy at third base. They've been solid today so far. Rookie left side, very much a veteran right side of the infield. McQuillan delivers a strike to Aaliyah Andrews. Andrews' career best averages last summer. Hit 400 during the championship season with 18 hits. Watches that downstairs ball too.
Oh, she's a top 10 finisher, right?
8th, yeah.
Wow.
She's finished 8th twice. 21 and 23.
And the only reason I kind of say that, surprisingly, is she's not a home run hitter. So that tells me that she's hitting triples, she's stealing bases, productive with sack bunts. Like, there's a lot of different ways that if you aren't a home run hitter, you can be clutch in the moment.
2-2. Andrews, did she go? She did. 2 away from McQuillan. Strikeout number 2 for the lefty.
Taylor McQuillan had a little bit of trouble earlier in the game, a couple of runners on base. We were thinking, okay, maybe Team Svekis is going to break through here, but she clutched up, and then you look at the scoreboard, 1-0 lead. I've got 3 outs. I'm a veteran, I know what I need to do, and she's been efficient here. 2 quick outs, trying to get the win for her teammate in Team Denham.
Last chance, Victoria Hayward. Jumps ahead 2-0. You know how dangerous Hayward is, flipping right behind her. Popped up and will not stay in play.
Well, if this game holds here for Team Denham, how about Alyssa Denham with the move midway through the game, pulled herself? You and I were kind of thinking maybe not the smartest move, but she's the captain for a reason. She knew something, that Taylor McQuillan was going to come in and be able to finish this game in just a matter of time, whether they could get a run on the board.
Vidalis takes care of it. What a win on opening day for Team Denham. Denham goes 4, McQuillan goes 3, and Harshman delivers the blow, the solo shot for the veteran. That's how you start a season.
You get the shutout. How about KJ Harshman? She's going to get mega points with the big swing, the home run, probably MVP. Alyssa Denham could get an MVP. Taylor McQuillan, MVP as well. That's a huge opening game for the Orange team. So many points are going to be given to that squad just for this one performance.
There's Alyssa Denham, the captain, back-to-back runner-up finishes in these championship seasons in Rosemont, off to a fantastic start. See how the MVP voting shakes up. We'll have that for you later. We'll take a break and come back and see if we can chat with Kelsey Harshman. It's a sweep for Team Denham thanks to Kelsey Harshman. The big swing off Megan Faremo. The lone run, the solo shot in the bottom of the 6th to help her team take all the points home. And what a start to opening day. We've got Kelsey joining us, and we apologize, Kelsey. We're showing your team taking the picture on the field right now just a couple moments ago. We stole you from it. We apologize.
FOMO was real. FOMO was real. It's fine.
My goodness. Take us back. What was going through your mind during that at bat, and what clicked for you?
Meg was throwing a great game. She's been throwing great pitches. We got some good swings off early, and we just were like, let's keep chipping away. Someone will get a big swing off, and luckily it was me in that moment.
Was there anything strategically, especially the last couple of innings, 5th, 6th, 7th innings, that you guys said we need to make the adjustments here on this?
I think just swinging at good pitches, sticking with our process, trusting what we're hunting. It was kind of nice. We had like a string of lefties, so we were like, okay, there's 5 of us in a row. So what are we getting? What are we seeing? What pitches are we wanting to attack? That kind of go with our swing. And she was mixing that change in. Change-up looked really good today, so we were like, man, how do we not get that? How do we get something hard? But we got to tip our cap to Meg as well. She threw a really great game.
How excited were you leading into this season, just opening day, your 5th year?
Oh, AU's so fun. I love it here. I want to be here forever. It's been fun. I've been playing softball since like June with Team Canada, and then rolling right into here. It was picking up right where I left off.
I was just going to ask, how's the transition been from going from Italy and then you hit the flight, you're going right back here to Rosemont? Where's your head at?
Yeah, little tired, but hey, you know, we get to sleep in. We're really lucky to have these night games and to be, you know, streamed on ESPN platforms. So we're just really grateful to be out here, but you know, a little tired here and there, but it's worth it to strap up with the girls on the team for sure, and everyone else of the player group.
I know it's just game one, but man, the sweep of the points, how big is that just confidence-wise, especially for you guys as a team?
Yeah, it's huge. I think sweeping all the points is like, everyone talks about it. We're like, yeah, let's do it. And then as you're going through the game, you're like, okay, oh my God, maybe it's happening. So it's awesome. It's great. Denham's a great captain. I've played for her in seasons past, and she just is truly about the team and just wants to make everyone feel confident. So Skylar, it's great to play behind her. And then Tay coming in and closing it out for us was cherry on top of a great opening day for Team Orange, for sure.
Kelsey, we appreciate the time. Thanks for the drama, too.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Go have fun with your team.
Thank you, guys.
Kelsey Harshman, the solo home run. Well, you got to think that when the MVP votes come in here, maybe Kelsey Harshman tops the leaderboard. And how many pitchers, too? Denham and McQuillan both. Will Megan Faremo, a lot to be decided.
There's so much in this one game that's swinging for everyone on Team Orange. And yeah, if you're talking about Kelsey Harshman, if you're thinking, stop the vote, because I'm going to be in front here on day one, game one, with her big swing and her team getting all of the points.
Hey, early in the season, but better to be off to this kind of start than the opposite side of things. We'll see how Team Svekis can respond, but a great start for Alyssa Denham and her side. Kelsey Harshman, the swing of the season so far. The lone run belongs to Team Denham as they sweep the points. We've still got one more game coming your way tonight. Odyssey Alexander leads her squad against Sydney Romero and company. The Romero sisters together in week one. And we've got the Gap Show coming your way after the break. For Kenzie Fowler, Savannah Collins, I'm Chucky Kemp. I'll be right back.